So we've got an article, or a post, I should say, from Rhea Gurnett. Let me find her here. So Amazon tests price history feature. Transparency just became a pricing strategy. So Rhea reports that Amazon is testing a new price history button on mobile product pages, allowing shoppers to view past pricing directly on Amazon, a major move towards transparency and compliance. This feature could boost consumer trust while helping Amazon address increasing regulatory pressure over misleading discount practices. For sellers, Gurnett notes that this could reshape pricing strategy, ending inflated price listing, forcing consistency across marketplaces, and rewarding authentic discounts that convert better. Expect Amazon's algorithm to begin prioritizing honest pricing and accurate deal history as part of overall buy box performance.
Yeah.
And this kind of goes in conjunction with this other article. Amazon is facing a lawsuit over alleged fake Prime Day discounts. So I don't think it's a coincidence that this popped up in the Amazon mobile app at the same time as this lawsuit news came out.
I don't think so either. And if you look at this listing here, that Reina has the circle with the arrow pointed to it. You can see that it says list price and it's crossed off. I can't see the price, but it looks like what, $99.99?
Yeah, $99.99, and they're selling it for $49.99.
Yeah. So if you were to look at, like, list price is something that sellers can manipulate in the back end of the product, right? Because that's like essentially the MSRP. So you can go into a listing and add an extremely high list price, and Amazon will show that discount. And this is a huge complaint from shoppers on Prime Day and the deals day they just had, 30 days ago. So I think this transparency is good for customers, and I think it's Amazon just protecting their ass.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And this is a screenshot that you sent me, Eric, because you have this on your mobile app. I don't. So what it does when you hit that price history is it pops up Rufus AI. So getting people into the AI world. But it brings up either a 30-day or a 90-day price history graph, which is pretty cool. I mean, myself as a shopper, I like to shop on my computer so I can see the keep a graph as much as possible when I'm buying products, especially if it's more expensive, to see if I can expect the price to go down anytime soon. So this will definitely be helpful. It's a small link, so it's hard to say how many people will actually see it and use it. But I think it's in response to people manipulating the pricing on Amazon for sure.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, so I have that listing where that screenshot you're showing me, I have that listing open, and it says $13.90, 27% discount. List price was $18.99. So that's a clear MSRP setting in the back end of the listing, because we could see here in 90 days, it's never been at $18.99.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So, and that's a regular tactic that most people use. I mean, I've done that before. You just enter that high, so you get that nice discount percentage. And it's just on kind of a gray area of something that you just had to do to be able to compete in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazon has gotten more strict with it, though. I've noticed. Like we just launched a product and we put the MSRP in there, which is the correct one of I believe it was $21.95 is what we put in there.
Yeah.
But then for the launch, we're selling it for $14.99, and then we're going to slowly raise it up to that $21.95. And they are not giving us the strike through price on the launch. So Amazon is moving away from that ability to just enter whatever number you want in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wonder what their reasoning is. I wonder if it's like a percentage, or it's maybe they're restricting it for newer ASINs. I'm sure they have some methodology to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Perhaps we should have started selling it at the $21.95 and got a few sales and then decreased it down. That might have worked, but since Amazon has never seen it at the $21.95, they're probably like, yeah, I don't think so. And so they're just not giving it, even though I'm not cheating. That really is the price that we're going to get it up to. Just for the launch, we're trying to, blow through sales to get
Yeah.
ranking and everything else. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's the lawsuit though is going to be interesting to watch. I'm not sure what the law is around uh, fake discounts. If you're artificially increasing the price and then lowering it, I'm not sure what the law is around that. But morally, regardless, it's there's a little moral gray area for sure.
Yeah, I would imagine it's probably, listen, I'm no lawyer, but I would imagine you can't advertise something that's discounted if it's never been listed at that price, right? Because now you're just making up random numbers. And I wonder if this is a class action lawsuit. Does it say, or is this just an individual or like a law firm who's deciding to take this on?
So it says it was brought by Kathy Armstrong of California and Aloha of Maryland. So it's two
Mm,
people bringing it. I
yeah,
bet you it will turn into a class action. Amazon relied on fictional list prices to exaggerate percentage off deals. So exactly what we were just talking about, fake list prices. So I could see this being a major issue. Like if the actual list price for a product that the brand gives is say $20, and somebody goes in there and enters $30 just so they
yeah,
could make $20 look like a discount,
yeah,
that could definitely be a big issue, especially if they publicly posted that list price
yeah.
elsewhere.
Yeah. And to your point, I think it would be acceptable if the product was ever listed at that
Mhm.
price. Like the product launch you did, if you listed it for 5 weeks at $21.95, I think that is a reasonable list price discount because it once was that price.
Yeah, and the product is the list price from the brand is $21.95. So if someone asked the brand themselves, that would be the list price. So it's not like we made that up.
Yeah.
That's what we actually want to sell it at. We're just running a sale for the launch.
Yeah.
Um, so I think what maybe this lawsuit is about is that if the list price is $20 and you go in there and enter at $30 anyways, and then you're selling it at $20 just to get that discount, a sign on there, that I could definitely see being an issue that they could sue over,
Yeah.
because you're legitimately artificially inflating the list price to something that isn't real. The question will be, like what they're showing here in the Consumer Affairs article is they're showing a Roku. Amazon doesn't own Roku, so who went in there and actually manipulated the price? It probably wasn't Amazon unless it's sold by Amazon. They don't show there who it's sold by. If it was sold by Amazon, then maybe Amazon can be held liable. If it's a third party seller, that makes it a little bit more of a gray area as to whether they'll hold Amazon accountable or not. But it could be huge if they do.
Yeah. And I'm pulling up that listing right now, and it is sold by Amazon.
It is. Okay. So in that case, they could come after Amazon because it's Amazon selling it and on Amazon's platform. So they really should have the correct information in there.
Yeah. And it's been sold by them for this listing that she took a screenshot of is 183 days old. It's been sold by, looks like, only Amazon for all 183 days.
Okay. Now you've got Keepa up there probably. So it
Yeah.
says the list price is $29.99. Has it ever been sold at $29.99?
Let's take a look. It has, yes, it has been.
Has it?
But it's
Okay.
interesting because there's a black line which is used at $29.99, but the buy box, oh no, yes, it has been sold at $29.99. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so technically that wouldn't be a fake discount then.
No.
It all depends on legally how many days they're looking at. If
Yeah.
they're trying to say, oh, if it hasn't been sold at this price in the last 90 days, 180 days, they may be targeting something like that. So it'll be interesting to keep a look out on this and see where this goes. So right here, they're calling out 90 days
Yeah.
before Prime Day. So that's what they're targeting, is the 90-day price history, it looks like.
Yeah, and I wish these two people who filed this lawsuit would have reached out to someone like myself or you to verify this, because this listing was listed at $29.99 on July 5th. And I think Prime Day is like the middle of July. So like this was a terrible example to use in the article.
Yeah, for sure. And down here in the examples, they're using an 8-inch Android Kids tablet, which was marketed as 40% off. List price of $119.99. But the most expensive it had been was $85 before Prime Day, the 90 days before. So the deal price was $72.18. So they were kind of taking advantage of that $119.99 list price, even though it hadn't been sold at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. This is one of those gray areas that everybody who sells on Amazon has kind of been using it and taking advantage of it, because there really has been no rules or guidance around it. And you just kind of, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the sales on Amazon because everybody else is doing it,
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see where it goes for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. Let's see if we got any more questions. No other questions or comments in the chat. So I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up there. Eric, if people want to check you guys out, where can they find you?
Ecom.profit.path. Send me a message. Happy to help with anything.
Okay, awesome. And we're over at Amazon Seller School. We are making a change to doing this on Thursdays here next week. So anybody out there who's a normal watcher, we're moving from Friday to Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So look forward to seeing everybody next week and going forward. But Eric, appreciate you coming on the show.
Likewise. Thanks for having me, Todd.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody have an awesome one out there.